Hello children, how are you? Hope you all are doing well, right? So today you are going to learn first lesson in your social studies, that is reading and making maps, right? In previous classes you have learned much about maps, right children? So now you are going to learn different kinds of maps in detail. Before learning about making map and reading map, first you are going to learn what is a map and where we have derived from that word. Right. So map is a word which is derived from a Latin word which means mappo, means a napkin which we can fold it easily and we can carry anywhere. Right. This is all you have learned in the previous classes. But now you are going to learn in detail. Right. Types of maps: political map, physical map and historical map. So what you learn in political maps? So just have a look on the picture on political map on your screen. So in political map, you are going to learn especially states and its capitals. Right children. Then just have a look on your screen. You will find a physical map. You will see physical features of the country. So what is physical features of country? So now you are going to see about different types of maps, right? In this class you will see political map, physical map and historical map. Children, you will find different maps, but in this session you will see only 3 maps. That is, first one is political map. What is a political map? Just have a look on your screen. You will see the map called political map which shows states and capitals, right? So next, have a look on a physical map on your screen, that is which will show exactly the features of the country. Which features? Physical features of the country. So what is a physical feature? Example, mountains, rivers, valley, sea, etc. Right? And next, historical map. So what is a historical map? We can see the different kingdoms which was vanished away. Right children? So next, before learning about the directions and next one, we will go to a topic and a small story. So what is the story? Here in your lesson, you will find 2 characters names called Laila and Malika. Right. So these are 2 girls who met in a science fair which was held in Nizamabad. So they became little close. So next you are going to learn about a small story that is between 2 girls, those who met in a science fair which was in Nizamabad. Right children? So the 2 girls' names are Laila and Malika. So Laila is a girl who lives in a Venkatapuram village. So at that moment they were little close and Laila invited Malika to her house. Understand? So when she was invited, simply she invited. So Malika was asking for a sketch map which is on your screen. Just have a look at the sketch map. So in this sketch map, Laila, she have written only up to the bus stop. Right children? So you can find little arrow marks, trees, buildings on the sketch map. Right? So by seeing that sketch map, Malika has reached to bus stop. But Laila, she missed to write the exact sketch from bus stop to the house. Is it possible? If you are getting a simple and small address without exact address, is it easy to reach the destination? No. So whenever you are writing or sending any address to a particular person, you have to send a complete address. So at that moment Malika was suffered a lot. At the end she reached to the Laila's house. So after reaching, there will be a little conversation between Laila and Malika. First, Malika's conversation will be, "Oh Laila, I'm tired." So what Laila asked in opposite? "Laila, why you are so tired?" "Because you forgot to mention address from bus stop to the house." "Laila, I'm sorry. Next time whenever you are coming to my house, just mention to that auto person that you are coming to the south of Venkatapuram." South of Venkatapuram? How can I say the directions to the auto person without writing the directions. Just imagine children, in that sketch map, if you are not mentioning any directions, if you don't know the particular direction how you are coming to school or college or any house, is it easy possible to reach that? No. So always the next topic in your class is, so next topic is directions, children. Always it is very important in each and every second of your life, right? So how many directions are there? Rather than some directions, there are 4 directions. That is east, west, north and south, right? So this is the one which you find on your map. Always you will draw this on top of map, right children? Yes. Always top of map shows north, south, east and west. Based on these 4 directions, you need to draw a sketch map. Now you have a small work in your class. Take a paper or take a book, 2 separate papers. In first paper, draw a sketch map from your home to school. Like starting from your house, moving left or right. But don't mention the directions over that. Right? And take next paper. If you wanted to follow the textbook, open textbook and there is a sketch map in your book, just follow that and draw a sketch map. Right? In the second map, you have to draw along with the symbols. Right children? So if you draw along with the symbols, it will be very easy to reach the destination. This is what Laila missed in her sketch map. So after drawing 2, what you will do? Your work is to compare both the maps. Then you will get an idea. Right? Yes. So directions are very important on a sketch map. Okay? And rather than that, I said there will be some directions, that is northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. Fine children? Yes. Just practice that sketch map. So after that, next, Laila and Malika both were staying in the same house, and one day, the next morning, Malika went to the terrace. Right? Why? Because she wants to know exactly about the directions. Even you people wanted to know the directions, right? Just stand exactly facing east side. So which one is east side? Always sun rises from the east, right? So the same way, this girl, Malika, was standing on the terrace facing east side, right? So she started learning about directions by facing east. Even I am facing this side, right? So opposite to the east side, there will be a direction called west. Left, it will be north. South, it will be the right side. So by this, you can learn about directions easily. In this way only, this girl Malika had learned about the directions. So now children, you are going to learn scale and distance on a map. Before learning scale and distance also, there is a short story. Same Laila and Malika, they were staying in the same house. Morning she learned how to read directions, and now a fine evening, they both started moving out into the village to have a look on a stream. Right? When they were moving, they were passing on a bridge, which is of 500 meters. Right? So when they were moving on this bridge, they both were started discussing about lamp post. So what is a lamp post? Generally, if you are passing on a highway, you will find some lamps over there. Nowadays, these days, we are seeing only this solar lights, but on bridges, simply you will find this lamp post. Okay, so what she was observing when she was passing on the bridge, first she was not observing the length of the bridge, but she was started observing the gap between the lamp post. So next, when she was started observing the gap between the lamp post, first it's a 500 meters of bridge, but the gap between the two lamp posts was 100 meters. They both were moving on the bridge. They went back to home again. So when they went back to home, Malika wants to draw exact sketch on a paper. Is it possible to draw a bridge on the paper? No. So there is no chances of drawing exact bridge on a paper. So what she had done? She took scale of the bridge on a paper. Right? Here exactly 500 meters. So what she took? 5 centimeters. Right? How many lampposts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lampposts. Each and every lamppost for 1 centimeters. And her bridge map was ready with the scale. So what is a scale, children? Scale is nothing but so after scale, next you are going to learn about symbols. So what are symbols, children? So whenever you are pointing in a map, you will be using a dot to point a state or capital. So that's all you have learned in the previous classes. But in this classes, you will learn a little more. So symbols, it is also called as conventional symbols, and one more name is real symbols. Right? For example, I am asking you to point first one, Kerala. So if you wanted to see symbols, just open page number 3 in your workbook and have a look on this. First Kerala and next Krishna River. And a simple track, railway track. Fine. So first Kerala. So how you point Kerala? You'll put a dot and a small circle. And you write Kerala River. Next, River Krishna. Are we using the same point on this? No. We are using a symbol called, it looks like a wave. If it is state and capital, you are using this. If it is river, and then if it is a railway track, you are using some lines on it. So these are called symbols, which is also represented as conventional symbols. So by using all this scale, direction, symbols, everything, you can draw map or point map, or you can read the map easily. Right? Maps will be of different kind. In that specially weather map, all the maps you can read by using this symbol. That's all, children. And if you want to learn much about symbols, have a look at the page number 3, page number 5 in your workbook. Just work out on it. Stay healthy, stay safe.